on EA Sports.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
Not bad for a fourth-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
Play fake. Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action now. Cousins. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's going to go down again. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken at the 46. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing now is Carr. He'll find his tight end, that's Waller. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On 1st down, Carr. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw his car. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack, but they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Cook again. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
And he will have the Vikings first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Usually you see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing there, but but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be brought down at the 27. No score after one on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. Remember, he was drafted and released by the Vikings. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And it's a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there, big fumble. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Now Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. 2nd and 2. The Raiders at 9 and 6 now. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Andrew Booth making the tackle.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards to gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Carr now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And probably the wise decision there. But he just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on second down. Cousins. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. That's taken it around the 40. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. From the 36, Carr. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Throwing on first down is Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So what do you think, play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Shotgun now for Carr. Caught on the slant. That'll go for a gain of 7.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is complete.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
Vikings, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. First down, here's Cousins. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Cousins. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
A lot of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dip. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
The previous play is under review.
And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On play action, now Carr. Rolling to his left. That's caught by Waller out left side. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Carr. Slant to Adams. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2nd down and 5. Here's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, they'll throw with Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game. The coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee in the final couple seconds. Will tick by this first half. So we've reached halftime here on New Year. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Steps away. Gets this to Waller on the crossing route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Carr finding Waller there for the Vegas first.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To throw, it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now Carr again. Caught out right by Renfro. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 20-yard line.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Carr going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, it's Carr. It's caught here by Adams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. To throw his car. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. That time, a 9-play drive. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone's talking about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 66 yards. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Cousins will try and throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. He'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw here on target to Hurst. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not cap.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. They're still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with White. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 3 quarters have come and gone. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Touchdown on the year, number 9 overall. And the Raiders are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was finished off with a touchdown run by Zamir White. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Now Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Cousins. And Cook has it, left side. And he got blown up on that play, back at the 20. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we know the guys up front have to protect when it's a pass play, but it's really out wide. Sometimes you're going to swing a tight end or maybe even offensive tackle to get out there, but most of the time it's fellow wide receivers, and they really weren't up to the task there, were they?
Do you like that call on your own side of the field?
I don't mind that call at all, just about anywhere. But the key is you have to have the confidence, and then they have to execute their blocking assignments. Otherwise, you get the end result we just saw there.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. First down, here's White. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's the option play now to the left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he floated one out there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Here's Cousins. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On second down, Cousins again. And this is Cook with a grab. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Cousins again. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Cousins. Complete to Bryant. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Throwing, Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 5 yards remain on second down. Again, it's Cousins. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Go ahead.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Cousins to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he will have a Vikings first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4 and he got 4 on 3rd down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Reagor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
And he's going to keep this again. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
So this one a victory for the Raiders. So for Las Vegas, they get a critical 10th win on the year with 1 game left to go.
Congratulate the whole team, cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up, like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it here, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team, cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team, cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team, cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team, cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Q-Bone stallion with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. And take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together, now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up.
I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. People pranking, they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need the full amount before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till I can stun and do it. I'm the best,